Now, underwriting information, what information you write? This is for beginners, basically. And I'm sorry with senior underwriters that it will be a repetition for them. Beginners will definitely appreciate how to underwrite a engineering project. Those who are not aware of engineering underwriting and who wants to learn. First of all, what information do you want? Date of arrival of first consignment, you should know. Now, in this example, I am assuming 14th of April 2013. Address details आपको चाहिए. Why you need address detail? To find out which earthquake zone it is falling into. Otherwise, these address details are not needed for underwriting. It is needed for exact computation. Otherwise, also to find out the site exposure, net cat exposure. You need this. But mainly for underwriters, this is very important to find out zone. Now, this site is Ahmedabad, which falls under earthquake zone 3. Okay. Now, expected date of completion and handed over to the principal. This date is very, very important and it must be recorded. It should be taken. Then only you will decide the policy period, na? Because this is the end of the policy. Start date is 14th April, which is the arrival of first consignment at site, or the payment of premium, whichever is earlier, whichever is later. The policy will start from the if the date is say 14th, yeah, this is the arrival, and company, the insured pays the premium on 20th of April, then policy will commence from 20th of premium, no? 20th of April. Okay. Now, even if the premium is paid earlier, then again the policy will commence only from the date of arrival of first consignment. Okay. Now, site address ho gaya, expected date of project completion. Now, just now I received one query on my WhatsApp group that nowadays clients are interested in suppressing this project period. Instead of 40 months, they are declaring 30 months, 36 months, 20 months. Intentionally, they are reducing the project period to reduce the premium. It is not agreed. What we are supposed to do, the same thing I have applied on my group, that insurance companies they are supposed to look at the contract. In contract, if it is written 40 months, they are supposed to explain to the client, my dear sir, as per the contract, your project work is going to take as per the bar charts, as per the other documents, it is 40 months. If you are intentionally reducing, you are not going to save anything because ALOP is not there. ALOP, it makes hell of a difference. Okay. I'll explain this difference when I'll explain ALOP policy sometime. But please understand, in normal course, it does not make much difference. The only thing is you can explain to the client that, my dear sir, if later on you come for extension, I will charge high premium than what I am charging right now. It is better you disclose the right policy period. In case project is completed earlier than expected date, we are ready to refund you the premium. There is a provision for early completion of project. Then why to save premium? Because you won't be able to complete in 36 months. If your schedule period is 40, it is going to take more than that. You won't be able to complete before time. No contractor in Indian scenario is able to complete. A project of 3 years might take 6 years, 7 years. Recently, one completion of building, you might have seen Nitin Gadkari have commented, lot of things. Building took 9 years. Just a small work of around 1200 crores. So what I want to say, normally project slippage is there. So it is better, we suggest the client, better instead of 40, you take right now 44 months or 46 months policy. You are getting very cheap right now because normal rates are very cheap. But if you come for extension, premium rates are much higher. Company is going to charge much higher premium. And at that time, at the time of extension, there is no competition. Reason being, other companies, they will not enter. So it is a foolish decision to reduce the policy period. Okay. Now, in this example, I have taken 13th October 2017. So it is around 4 years and more than that. Now, पूछिए, you have to ask question, if there is any offsite storage, yes, answer is yes. Then you have to ask details of subcontractors you are supposed to take. Okay. Now, as I explained, sometimes they are dropped. Sometimes in good faith, it is deleted, but subcontractors details, if it is there, I have already explained, it is good for the client, good for the advisor. Details of temporary construction, If it is very much, yeah, temporary roads or access roads, coffer dam, or any other temporary building, temporary godown, if anything is temporary construction, you need to take the detail, because the sum insured has to be declared and it has to be specifically covered in the policy. Otherwise, what will happen? Temporary construction work, if it is not declared, it is not covered because it does not form the part of your main project activity. Okay. Other thing, cost of the project material, you have to add. Now this is the, you are making the sum insured. What is that? Entire machinery cost, imported and indigenous, that is 600, 1600. Freight charges 50, duties 25, labor, your construction cost, it is 110. And if temporary construction is there, that construction is also added to the cost of construction. Now design cost 5 crores, architect surveyor fee 10 crores, expenses incurred in making the project report and finances 25 crores. These are pre-operative expenses. So pre-operative expenses are not supposed to be added. It is not supposed to be added. Okay. Sometimes people make a mistake, they add these things also. Understand? But if you are taking a design defect cover, now we will talk later on that. Now, premium calculation, how it is to be done considering 100% CD. Now, this is as per GIC guidelines. We have given 100% seeding. So let us not talk of basic rate. Sum insured is total 1600 plus 50 plus 25 plus 110, 5 and 10. This total sum insured is coming to 1800. What is this 5 and 10? Let us see. 5 and 10. Architect, surveyor and consultant's fee. Haan. This is design cost we are taking because he is asking for design extension. Okay. And architect surveyor fee, it is the extension. This he is taking. So 10 also we have taken. 25 we have not taken into consideration because this is the project. This is the pre-operative expense. This M is pre-operative. Otherwise, rest of the things, they are to be included in the sum insured. So total is coming to 1800 crores. Now project period 54 months. I have already explained. STFI rate, now 54 months project divided by 12 multiplied by 0.3. This is to be charged on pro rata basis. STFI rate is 1.35. EQ rate zone 3. Again the same formula, but the rate is 0.1 for zone 3. So the rate comes as 0.45. So total policy rate, 100% discount here, your net cat, STFI and EQ comes to 1.80 for 54 months period. So premium comes to 3.25 crores on the sum insured of 1800 crores. So 1800 multiplied by this, okay, and 18 multiplied by 10,000 we have done because to avoid your per mille rate, and it comes to 3.24. Now add-on cover, debris removal we have taken, dewatering expenses, it is 5 crores, 5 crores he is taking, so we are considering free. Here he is taking put to use clause because your temporary construction work is there. So the sum insured is 195 crores. Applying the same rate, 1.8, it comes to 35 lakhs. Offsite storage, I told you he has agreed. Yes, it is there. 45 crores is the sum insured offsite storage. He is supposed to declare how much my material will be lying at fabricators' premises. So premium is coming to 8.1. Total premium is 3.24 plus total is 3.672 plus GST. This is what is the premium calculation. Okay.